Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing another pick a card. I hope you guys are having a great day. We're going to have some really relaxing vibes here today with all the beautiful pastel colours. So today we're going to be doing a pick a card all about what's going to happen for you guys in the next 5 years. So we're going to be looking into your love life, your career. We're going to see what wants to come out for you guys, and let's see if there's anything that wants to pop up. And yeah, so let's get started. We have group number 1 with the rose quartz tower, group 2 with a clear quartz tower, group 3 with a blue chalcedony tower, and group number 4 with the moonstone tower. So please choose your group and let's get started. Starting with group number 1 with the rose quartz tower. Hello group number 1, let's get started with your reading. So you guys chose the beautiful rose quartz tower. I love her. She is a beautiful baby. So let's have a look into your tarot. Let's see what wants to pop out for you guys. So we're going to put this in the middle and then we're going to put some cards around it. So your main element is 2 of Cups, which is respect and balance. And then we have choices, 7 of Cups. Okay, this is really, really beautiful actually. Okay, let's get a couple more cards. Let's see what else wants to pop out. So let's get some more tarot. We'll see what else. I feel like for this group, I'm going to have 3 of each. So I have those 3 in the middle, like that. And then we'll have another couple. This is the Accurate AF Tarot, for anyone who is wondering. Okay, we have 5 of Cups, dwelling and avoidance. And we have the 10 of Wands, responsibility and challenges. I feel like we'll have it like that. Okay. All right, so upside down underneath the deck we have the Queen of Cups, authentic, virtuous. This is about you guys feeling very, very protected. That bubble is very, very important. So I'm going to put her there because I'm going to refer back to her. So I feel like I want to just put these cards up here for now, like that and like that. Okay, so what I'm seeing for you guys is I'm seeing really, really big changes. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I want to pull these cards out actually and put them up here for now and then pull them back in just a moment. Okay, so in terms of these 2 main cards, with the 2 of Cups and we have the 7 of Cups choices, you are going to be in a very respectful relationship. I'm picking up this can be as early as 3 years if that's something that you would like to have. So if you are not in a relationship right now, or you're in a relationship that is not, you're not very comfortable in it, you know it's not really something that's probably good for your heart and soul, this relationship is going to be very accepting, and it most likely can be with an earthy water sign or an earth sign or water sign. I'm picking up on Aries as well. So the 7 of Cups with choices, I feel like you're going to be really, really good at discerning who is good for your life. You're going to be in a place where you can actually choose from a conscious place, okay, this person's good for me and then this person isn't very good for me. The 7 of Cups is showing me that you guys may have to or have turned a couple of cups over, basically saying that you have to kind of have very strong boundaries when it comes to people. I get very strong Libra energy from this group, like your energy being Libra. The fact we have rose quartz, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. You guys are very ready for connection, whether it be in family, in friendship, things like that. For a lot of you guys, I'm seeing for a lot of you guys, if you are known in your family to have pregnancies at quite a young age, I'm hearing from about 18 to 25, then you may have a baby in that time. If you haven't, then I feel like it's going to be at a time when you actually least expect it. If you do want to have a baby, it's going to be at a time when you actually are in a very good position, but it's going to be very, very unexpected. And it's going to be when you have the best intimacy of your life. And it's going to feel extremely authentic. And sometimes when we have the best intimacy of our life, like physical intimacy, it's not about the person in terms of like, it's actually about you more than anything, because you're the one who's choosing to actually attract somebody in. I think you're going to have a lot more money or means of travel to go to different countries, is what I'm feeling. I feel like I'm hearing places like Greece, Mallorca, Spain, possibly even France. I'm picking up on like places in Europe. There's a lot of like different beaches and things like that. There's a sense of crossing a line as well, like from a dark place to a light place. And for a lot of you guys, you could have gone through quite a dark and quite dark time in your younger years, and you are renewing that. And we have Moonstone here. So Moonstone is really important for this group. There's a sense of balance and unity, respect, things like that, which is what we have here on the cards as well. Moonstone is a very respectful crystal. It's kind of saying, you know, you've been through the dross and the uncomfortable, shitty stuff. Now get ready for the good stuff. So I find it really funny because we have a couple of the crystals that I've actually pulled out today for the cards. So we have Moonstone, and then we have clear quartz. So for a lot of you guys, there's just this element of alignment. There's this strong element of alignment. And we have the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Cups. So where we have dwelling and avoidance, then we have responsibility and challenges. I feel like this is you in the past, dwelling and feeling like you can't take any responsibility, like feeling quite uncomfortable with taking responsibility, or feeling like every time you do, people are going to kind of bash you for it. So with the 10 of Wands, responsibility and challenges, you're being asked to, well, basically you're going to come into a really mature place. And I feel like I'm just hearing 28 for some of you guys, so you could be 28 in 5 years from watching this video, and it can be 3 years. I was getting for this group or this video, really it could be 3 years for this for these messages. So just take it as it resonates, you know. Come back to this reading in a few years and see how it resonates. But I do feel a journey. I feel like you've had to go through so many different intense learning processes, and you will finally get what you want. You will finally feel settled. You will feel a lot more comfortable. You will feel like things are aligning, but it is taking its time. The responsibility and challenges is showing me you are going to learn how to take responsibility for your emotions and how they affect your life and how they affect other people, that sort of thing. So we then have the Magician and Deception. This is also about you being responsible for yourself again. This is about you stepping up into your power and making really conscious choices as to who you want in your life. And actually, especially if you're quite a sensitive person, or you're an empath, or you know, you attract a lot of really intense people into your life who can, you know, be quite narcissistic or strong characters. You know, that is asking you to have that strong character yourself, to bring in that strong character, because everyone is strong in their own way. But it doesn't mean that if you're around strong people that you get overruled by these people, because that's not fair on you. You know, you're not being able to be yourself. So with the Deception, this fox is a really important omen. It's kind of like opportunities out of nowhere. So in terms of relationship, I do definitely see somebody coming in for you, and it can be as early as 3 to 5 years. It could be within those 3 to 5 years that you actually meet someone. And I'm feeling like you really do need to trust your path. You are being asked to really, really trust your path, because a lot of you guys don't trust the future in terms of like your relationships, your job, things like that. And I'm sorry about the lighting, guys, if it's really random, but I'm having natural lighting in this reading. But we also have things like the Choice and Magician. This is about you taking control of your life and putting yourself first, basically. So let's have a look and see what other oracle cards we have here. So let's get you guys some oracle cards, and we'll see what is coming up for you guys. And it's also being your authentic self. That's kind of what you're aiming for. All right, let's get you a chakra card first of all. Whoa. Okay, we have 2 heart chakras. That makes sense because you guys chose rose quartz, so I freaking love that. And we'll get you guys a couple of general oracle cards here. I'm picking up on a masculine energy, like you feel more in control of your life, which is really nice. Ooh, lovely number 4, which is all about the heart chakra. Number 4 here as well. Number 4 is really significant for you guys. Joy, peace, passion. Lovely. So there's definitely this really nice energy of things aligning. You will get what you want, you really will, and it's because you're embracing your authentic self. Like, you are allowing yourself to be seen for who you are. Like, you're literally allowing people to really see you, because a lot of the time people don't see you and you feel quite lost. It makes you feel really confused, and it's because you've never felt safe enough to do that, okay? You've never felt fully comfortable enough to really explore your authentic side, and it is quite difficult, especially when we've had times when we can't be our authentic self. So yeah, it can be very, very difficult, but you are coming into a place of security and feeling more comfortable. Okay, so I'm going to get you one more overall card. Lovely. That is so perfectly matched. Okay, and then underneath we have the Temple. The Temple is really nice. This is basically about feeling comfortable, feeling secure in yourself, and also sharing your gifts and beliefs and things like that. So let me just pull this lighting down. I'm determined to have natural lighting in this video. Okay, so we have the Castle. This is your overall energy of how you're going to feel. You guys are going to feel very, very comfortable. You're going to feel fixed. You're going to feel safe. And when I say fixed, I mean fixated. Like, you're going to feel secure, strong, grounded, really, really beautiful energy. You will have a safer home. You will have a home where you feel safer, where you feel more comfortable, and you're able to see the light. I kept hearing The Light Is Coming by Ariana Grande. I can't remember the other singer that is in that song. But the Castle is all about things just aligning, and I keep getting the number 4, so it could be 4 years or just something like, number 4 is a very stable number. For me, number 4 is about stability. It is a stable table, which is a message I get a lot, and it basically just represents the security, because when you have 4 walls, it's security. You know, you have all your, you don't normally get square, you don't normally get triangle houses or pyramid houses. So 4 walls represents family and security, and I'm seeing you could actually have your own family. Like, you could have children, or you could have your own tribe. A lot of you guys, I am seeing you're going to be living away from home, away from family, of course, depending on your age. So, just take it as it resonates. But where we have the 4th chakra here, we have the heart chakra of compassion, forgiveness and peace. You will feel able to really express your heart chakra. You're going to feel a lot more comfortable with being vulnerable and being emotional and being able to express that. And you're going to be more clearer. Your energy feels a lot clearer. The Castle is what I'm seeing is you're no longer going into things with your eyes closed. You're going into things with your eyes wide open, like you're letting yourself take responsibility, so you can actually, if there's any consequences, you just deal with them. You don't just kind of let it run its course. You actually deal with what you're actually going through at that time. Okay, so we have the heart chakra twice. We have compassion and forgiveness. It says, I have compassion for myself and for those around me. I let go of any anger, resentments and torments from the past, and I do not give my power away to those involved. I let go. Forgiveness is a gift I give to myself. I forgive myself for things I feel I could have done differently in the past, and I remind myself that my response could not have been any more evolved than it was at the time. I'm compassionate to those in need, as this shows them that they are not alone. I practice this by listening, sharing, understanding and being of service. This is also showing me to work on your heart chakra. Like, if you want a chakra to focus on, the heart chakra is the one to focus on. We then have peace. I will meditate and be peaceful and calm in my interactions with others and the world. Peacefulness comes in me giving up Peacefulness comes in me giving up the love of power for the power of love. I invite peace to be a part of my life, and I make time to experience my own inner stillness daily. I continually develop an inner sense of calm, and I trust that everything will be right. Feeling good about myself will help bring peace into my life. Oh my god, this lighting is so random. I'm so sorry guys. I am determined to have natural lighting in here. Okay, so we also have joy and peace. So what I'm seeing is your life will feel more peaceful. You probably will be living in somewhere that's not in a town. You're probably going to be living somewhere that's, in the countryside, somewhere that's got a lot of nature. So we have passion and imagination as well. So passion and imagination is showing me that you're going to be free to be your authentic self when it comes to relationships. Like, people are going to appreciate your imagination. You're going to feel compassionate. Passionate. You're going to feel passionate about your relationships. And imagination is showing me that you're going to, basically your mind is going to be able to be open. Like, you're going to feel much more free. And I love this. It says, imagination now sets me free, which I definitely feel that's what you're feeling. Like, your imagination, you literally feel so free within your body. There's a sense of, just because you know yourself more, you're going to be able to access yourself easier. You're going to feel a lot more stable. I am seeing a lot more responsibility with everything. So if you guys would like children, would like more friends, would like a relationship, a romantic one, would like a tribe, a dog, an animal to look after, of course that'll give you more responsibility. It is time for you to actually start bringing that in. So right now, actually, do you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do, guys? This is a very intuitive reading. I'm just kind of going with the flow with these readings. So I'm going to pull you a card that you need to know now and what you need to know in the future. So let's have a look at that now. So now, there we go, sexual energy. I was picking up on that at the moment, now, and in the future, where you're going to be. We have 2 cards. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then I'm going to pull you guys a animal card, animal spirit card, the hedgehog, acceptance, and in the future, giraffe. So this is kind of preparing you for the future, basically. And then let's get you a little card here. Nurture, lovely. So it's really heart chakra. That's why you guys chose the rose quartz, because you're really being asked to be in your heart. And also, even if you are in your heart a lot, it's being asked to actually use that power for yourself, not just for healing others and helping others. Because it's not about them, it's actually about you and how you deal with it. Because if you're not helping yourself, you literally cannot help others. Like, it's not worth doing that, because you will just end up hurting yourself more than anything. Some of you guys are going to get an animal. I think some of you guys have been not really kind of wanting that. Like, you've kind of been avoiding it, especially if you have kids. Like, you don't want to have an extra responsibility, but you're definitely thinking about it, that's for sure. I'm seeing you guys in a park, and a lot of the time you don't really give yourself a lot of time to relax. So I definitely see that happening for you. Okay, this is what I'm feeling. You're coming into adulthood. Like, that is what I'm feeling. Massive amount of adulthood energy from this group. Maturity through and through. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see that, okay? Okay, so first of all, this is where you are right now. Shedding, creating, nurturing yourself. We have rapture, sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, and pleasure. And then we have hedgehog, acceptance, embrace who you are. And then we have the cobra. So these are very different animals. Hedgehogs, I never see them in England, but they are everywhere. I know they are, but I never see them. Hedgehogs are very, very shy, and they do struggle to actually put themselves forward in situations. And they do have a prickly outside, so a lot of people can kind of not want to touch them, but actually if you just roll them over and tickle their little stomach, then they're these cute little babies. And with cobras, a lot of people are scared of getting near snakes because they have a really bad rap, and they do literally wrap themselves around people. So you may have had to feel like you force your energy onto people to get a certain amount of control, because that is what you've been taught. And it's not, genuine. It's you trying to control this person. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's not going to have to be like that anymore. What you're aiming for is a lot more freedom in your relationships. And how you're going to do that is to accept the parts of you that make you you. And how you're going to do that is to look at yourself more. So give yourself more self-love by really speaking kindly to yourself, is to bring in more self-love, and to, make time for yourself and not be around people, all the time, because you're not going to be able to find yourself. Also, when you come out of education or you come out of a job that is really, really uncomfortable or soul-sucking, that is when you start to grow, because you're no longer in the system. And that is something I really, really learned when I came out of education, especially university. It was such a hard time for me. I had to go at least 6 months of not doing anything, and I was very lucky that I didn't have to fully work. I had enough money at the time, but Oh my God, it was so uncomfortable, and I couldn't figure out who I was because I had so much shit put on me. Like, it was so uncomfortable, and that's literally what you're going through. This is about your sexual energy, it's about your creative energy, and this is for anyone of really any age. You know, sexual energy isn't just intimacy, it's creativity. It's what makes you happy, what makes you feel confident and makes you feel like you're having a fun time. That is going to be what you're aiming for right now, okay? Because in the future, we have heal, which is so beautiful. I feel like for a lot of you guys, I'm actually seeing pregnancy and your body's healing after the pregnancy. So that's something for some of you guys who are, of course, female. And then we have the giraffe picture. Oh, the giraffe picture. Giraffe, the bigger picture. Take a step back and gather your thoughts and feelings. We then have the Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine. That is just so gorgeous. I got like an energy of like this. And I think there's actually a picture of someone doing that on this deck. So it's basically about you guys. Oh, it's just so cute. I love this. Okay, I have so many things to say. Brothers of the Rose, and then we have the bud. Potential, promise, it's about to happen, keep going. I love that. It's about to happen, keep going. In the future, you are going to learn to take control of what you can control, okay? And not to worry about the future so much, because you do worry like a lot. You are also learning to go into the darkness of your soul, and and it's not even dark. It feels dark, but every emotion is literally the same. Happiness and depression, or happiness and guilt, they are literally the same thing. It's only the feeling that we have that makes it different. And yes, it might seem a bit weird to say that, but it's only our reaction to it. So if we feel guilt, we don't want to look at it. It's like, no, I can't look at it. But happiness is like, oh yeah, I'll invite that in. But actually, why don't you invite all of them in? It's like, why don't you invite all the emotions in? Why do you not invite some emotions in? And that is something to think about. So Brothers of the Rose and the Bud, you guys are going to get pregnant, or a lot of you guys. I keep getting that so intensely. Career-wise, what I'm seeing is, this is why I got so happy, is because when you start nurturing yourself, you actually figure out what sort of place you want to be in your life, and then you manifest a relationship with yourself where you're able to heal more, and then you manifest a career that is to do with healing. Reiki, energy work, you could be in a retreat, you could be working in a retreat. I'm picking up on like Bali. You could go through a really deep spiritual transformation in a retreat, and you possibly meet your partner there as well, if that's something that you would like. I do see also you're learning to open up more to just new people every day, and you're not kind of holding yourself so close to yourself, because I feel like your parents or people in your life feel very close to you when you're younger. What is it, the word? I can't remember the word. The people that guided you when you were younger, guardians. I feel like you were kind of taught to be scared of the world. So that is something that you are coming away from, which I find really, really beautiful. Okay, so we have a lot of cards here today. I felt the need to just whip out everything. Okay, so the last cards we're going to look at is the astrology. 5 years time, I'm picking up on a lot of Sagittarius, Pisces and Virgo energy. So we'll see if any of those come out. It feels like you guys are exploring, being more open, possibly in terms of religion, spirituality. A lot of you guys are going for a big spiritual transformation. You could know someone also who gets pregnant and that changes your life. You might think, I don't want a baby, and then you're like suddenly, oh yes, I definitely want a baby. Okay, so let's see. Whoop. It just like literally fell off the table. I had to like plop her back on again. It's kind of like your energy. It's like people have to keep pushing you back on the track again. It's kind of like, no, I don't want to be involved. I don't want to get involved with this conflict. You're like, I can't do this anymore. And it's like, come on, off you go. It's like, yes, I know this is uncomfortable, but you gotta keep going. Okay. I feel like this pile is super long, but I just wait to pull so many cards. So I hope you guys are enjoying this video. Okay, Venus, 8th house. We have, and these two as well. Any other ones? Lunar eclipse and Vesta. Okay, so a lot of big contrasts happening, lots of contrast, which is really nice. That needs to happen. Humans learn through contrast. So if we don't have something to refer back to, we don't learn, basically. Also, one thing I'm actually picking up what I'm hearing is one of the comments I had was the reason why I make my videos so long is so I make more money. If that was true, I wouldn't do it. It's so crazy. People are so weird. I just had that comment a few weeks ago and I'm like, is that the sort of comment that you really want to post? Like, first of all, why? And secondly, do you really think that's like why I do these videos? I wouldn't do it. Guys, I'm a fixed sign. You know, I'm not trying to like confirm this comment. It just came up strongly in my brain because I just go intuitively with my videos. Sometimes they're short, sometimes they're long. But I just found that so funny. I don't even know. Anyway, guys, oh my God, anyway. Okay, so if you don't know that I'm authentic already, you're not watching me long enough. Okay, so we have Cancer, 3rd house, and we have Saturn. Wow, as I just read that in my mind, ooh, girl, my throat chakra exploded, my head, crown, 3rd eye chakra exploded, my heart, all the top chakras. So what this is saying to me is you are going to create a tribe, bring in a tribe that is all heart. Unconditional. This is like, I'm hearing too good to be true. Some of you guys are like, this is too good to be true. It's not, because you are doing the healing. Like, if you don't do the healing and you're constantly, you know, creating and moving forward ancestral patterns onto your children, onto yourself, onto friends, onto family, then yes, you will attract the same thing. And no, it won't be as good as what you want it to be, because you have to make the conscious effort. Because when you do, you start to make conscious choices. You're not making choices out of the subconscious anymore, because that's what we do. That's what happens when we get stuck. Okay, so Venus, 8th house, Pallas, Athena, and Psyche. A lot of you guys have definitely lost a lot of trust in the universe, because I feel like I have to validate the messages that I'm getting. I feel like it's like some of you guys have just kind of lost a lot of hope. So what I'm going to say is, yes, you have had a lot of transformation in your relationships, but the next 5 years, if you keep going the way you are going in terms of being very conscious about where you're putting your money, okay, money is obviously a thing now, money and your time and your energy, that will change your life, okay? Consciously aware of what you're putting into your body, who you are talking to, who you are hanging out with, things like that. So what I'm seeing is your 3rd eye is going to be very powerful. The more you open your heart chakra, the more intuitive you're going to be. And I see a big change in the relationships you have. You're going to either have a lot more older people around you or a lot more younger. It depends. If you've had a lot of older people, you're going to have a lot of younger people the same age as you, as in younger. Or in terms of older, you'll have people, say if you are in your 40s, you'll have more people in their 60s, you know, or if you're in your 20s, you'll have people who are in their 50s. You know, it depends on what your life is like now. So if you have right now a lot of older people around you, you know, possibly 10, 20 years, you're going to have a lot of people the same age as you. If you have a lot of people the same age as you right now, you're going to have a lot of people who are older. It could be in mentality, but I do feel more physically. So that is your reading, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated with you. And I just pulled another card and it literally says Venus. So it's just clarifying your entire energy. So I hope that resonates with you guys. Have a lovely day and I'll speak to you very soon. Rates and my crystal shop are below and I will speak to you very soon. Bye. Hello, grid number 2. Let's get started with your reading. You guys chose the gorgeous clear quartz. I love these towers. I sell them on my store. I'm obsessed with them. They've got really lovely energy. They feel just so clean and clear, which I think is really nice. Some clear quartz can be a little bit misty. Before we start, I'm just going to have a sip of my coffee. All right, sorry if you guys had me drinking. All right, so let's see what your main energy is in 5 years. Oh, wow. This is really feminine. A lot of you guys, if you're a male, just still take it as it resonates. This is feminine energy. So it's, you know, for all genders, because we all have feminine and masculine. I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is about career and success. This is about, I want to be recognized. Wow, you're going to be recognized. Holy fuck. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm going to say the main energy is if you guys are working on wanting to be successful, and I mean successfully well known in household. If you want to be more well known, if you have a business you want to thrive, if you are somebody who genuinely has always wanted to share knowledge and it's through your throat chakra, and you genuinely have a need to like be known as a household name, this is your group. If not, the other version of this is having a safe home and family life. Okay, so just I'm hearing breathe through it, just kind of see how it goes with this group. What I'm seeing for a lot of you guys is accepting your feminine side. When you accept your feminine side and your sacral and root chakra, you are fucking immense. I'm getting this immense. That's so cute. I never say immense. It's like barricade. You're like barricading through stuff. You are literally like a I don't know how to explain it, but you're like this energy of just powering through and just feeling really good. Like you are fully barging through everything. The main thing I'm feeling to manifest this more successful life is sacral chakra energy. Root chakra, yes, when you feel safe, that's when your sacral chakra opens. I'm feeling like your hips, your legs opening. This is especially for my women. I'm saying this now because it's to do with your hips. With men, it's more to do with the peen and the middle of the legs, because it's kind of like your Mars, and then this is Venus, because this is receiving and this is like action, you know? So with however you express your intimacy energy, I would say if people are crossing your boundaries, that is a sign that needs to be aligned. It's a sign of alignment. So I do feel like you're needing to take one step at a time. You're kind of rushing the process of trying to be this type of person. You're already there now mentally, but you need to get there physically. Take inspiration, but don't let it consume you, okay? Ask for help, okay? Don't be afraid to ask for help. Every successful person experiments. Every successful person is creative in their own way. And in your own way, people will accept you. And it's not about changing yourself. It's not about adjusting yourself. That is the old paradigm. That is the old earth, you know? We are here for unconditional love and unconditional expression. And people will come to you because they love what you do and what you give them as well. This is especially I'm picking up from our reflectors, projectors and manifestors in human design. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands, ambition, willpower. Have a look at your human design, guys. If you are drawn to do that, I'd highly recommend doing that. 10 of Wands, 5 of Cups. So very similar to group number 1, which I always get very similar messages for group number 1 and 2. Lovely. King of Wands. I always love it when he pops out. He's a very attractive guy. He's got really lovely energy. You're going to attract someone equally as successful as you. And I don't like saying success is just money, because honestly, it literally isn't. As long as you've got enough money to kind of keep going, then you can add on top of that, or you can make your lifestyle however you want, you know. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, you are learning the art of saving and money. I would say if something feels off, it's because it is. All right, that's kind of your main advice, really. If something feels off, it probably is. You guys are very, very introverted. That is your superpower, because what it does when you are introverted and you actually go into that is you get a lot of messages and you get a lot of guidance. Okay, so we have the Magician, which is about you guys accepting openness. So when something feels open, go towards it. If there's resistance, pull back and go do your own thing. Say if you're around someone who's very resistant, really aggressive, come away from them. If you're with somebody who's open-hearted, lean into it. You will need to kind of capture as much heart chakra energy as possible, because that is what you are attracting in your life. So in terms of the next 5 years, within the 5 years, I'm feeling like there's a strong Capricorn energy about your group. There's this need for you to be accepted in success. It's like, if I'm not successful, I'm not accepted. That is something you're going to be literally completely rewriting. You're writing, I'm hearing the novel of your own life, the story of your own life. I'm picking up this documentary that I'm yet to watch. I think it's a documentary. It's J.K. Rowling's life, and I haven't actually watched it yet. I keep going to want to watch it, but I keep forgetting. But what I'm picking up on is, it's like she had a lot of barriers, and I know she kind of tried to get a book published like 12 different times, and it kind of got rejected or something like that. So what I'm seeing for you guys is you will have rejection. That is something that I can pretty much guarantee, but it doesn't matter, because it's just about learning. That's what the human experience is like. A lot of you guys are strong perfectionists. So within 5 years, you're going to get a lot of recognition. You're also going to be asked to step into your responsibility, which, like I said, group number 1, very, very similar. You are being asked to really step into your power, and this is involving you not asking for permission from other people, getting permission from yourself, and learning to lean into your emotions more and actually listen to them. And like I said in group number 1, happiness and guilt are the same. Okay, they feel different, yes. But the only difference is we actually avoid guilt, but we embrace happiness. And it's actually asking ourselves why we do that. And it's because guilt is very uncomfortable. Why is guilt so uncomfortable? Because we avoid it. You know, it's things like that. That's what we kind of need to look into. For a lot of you guys, you will be living in a different country, somewhere that is very hot. And I see you getting married to somebody who's very, very hot. And I actually feel like they're from a hot country as well. They could be in the same country as you, but their parents are from different countries. I see for a lot of you guys, this group, that you are single. If you are in a relationship, I'm hearing as long as you feel safe and comfortable and communication is key, that is the right relationship for you. I'm hearing do not go towards anyone who ghosts you, who rejects you, and who makes you feel small. They are not the right person, and they are not your person. If you are imagining that this person is the right person, the person you're thinking about right now, and you haven't even had a conversation with them, that they're not your partner, okay? So maybe in the future, if you actually have a conversation with them, but it's actually getting grounded in partnerships. This is where we're going as a humanity, I feel, is getting really grounded in our relationships and not having this fluffy energy around it, which is fine. Fluffy energy is great, but if it's literally so ungrounded, you'll get fucked over left, right and centre. That is just how it works. So we have dedication. You are the light for a lot of people. You are meant to be very, very successful. And I want to keep elaborating that success is not just money. It is about a feeling. It is about how you feel. It's feeling, I feel success is happy and healthy. I mean, that's just what I feel. But I also feel success is being quite emotionally, emotionally like available. Like being able to look at your emotions and being very mature about them. I find that very successful, because if you can nail that, you can attract quite a lot of stuff quite quickly and easily. So we have the Tower. So what I'm seeing is you guys are going to go through quite a lot of big changes when it comes to releasing resentment or resistance of control. Lovely. Okay, so this is about you guys in your home. You will or have gone through a lot of home stuff, dealing with home, processing your homework at home. A lot of you guys have had to change and had to work from home, and it's been quite difficult. That has been a very big change. I do see a lot of you guys are going to have a shit ton of freedom. You're going to be away from your family who are toxic. You're going to be in your family who aren't toxic, and you're going to be having a lot more nature. You're going to be having, I'm seeing kids running around, and I'm seeing a girl. So if you are wanting to have a child and you are able to in any way that you feel is necessary for you, I do see a girl for a lot of you guys, maybe a boy, but honestly for a lot of you guys it is a girl. If you are thinking and you are intuitive, then a girl is there for you. Of course everyone is intuitive, just want to reiterate, but you are, when you are connected more to your third eye, you will become much more naturally intuitive. But we are all very intuitive. We have to access it though. That's why you don't watch the news, because they basically tell you what to think and feel. I feel like when the media goes down at some point, we are all going to have our own opinions, and I can't wait for that. We're actually going to be able to form our own opinions without being judged by everything and anything. It's going to be fucking great. I'm very excited. Okay, let's have a look at the chakra that you are attracting. What chakra is your main one? Beautiful. Lovely. So if it's not that, it's the sacral for sure. I feel, oh, there we go. And the base, that's very important. Patience for you guys. Yes, I know it's easier to rush, but it's not going to help. It literally isn't going to make you feel any better about yourself. You're going to feel uncomfortable and stuck and blunt. Things are going to feel blunt for you. All right. I'm hearing sharpening your skills. I'm hearing blunt and sharpen. So like sharpening your skills here. Okay, so group number 2, your destiny is to embrace your magical powers. And this, a lot of it is to do with intuition. You have a very strong gift of intuition, and you are an inspiration for a lot of people. You have been around in Egyptian times as well. You might really, really connect with Egyptian times and anything to do with that. You also have wisdom. These owls freak me out, but they're so cute as well. But yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to get a lot of wisdom from anything to do with fertility. Say you are a midwife, if you have children of your own, if you're around kids, anything that involves bringing two things together and making it one thing, that is going to bring you a lot of wisdom, especially if you have your own children or have, if you know any kids that you can look after. You get a lot of wisdom from children. It's going to bring the lighting up a little bit, guys, because it keeps changing because I'm using natural lighting. Okay, so with the solar plexus, it says self-discipline. This feels like a Leo energy that needs to be a little bit more responsible. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. So solar plexus, self-discipline. My self-discipline and willpower will significantly help me in my efforts to move forward and grow. I'm free of the need for the approval of others. I face each challenge with determination and courage, and I'm determined to live my life to its full potential. I'm strong and capable. My actions speak louder than my words. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, baby. So in 5 years, you're going to be a lot more confident, and you're going to know that you are confident. It's going to stick. If your confidence sticks, you know you're around the right people, because they're not affecting you as well, but you also know that you're on the right path. Does that make sense? So the lighting has suddenly gone so dark. It's crazy how much this changes in the springtime. Okay, I'm just going to bring this up a little bit. Hopefully that's a bit better. Sorry guys, I keep changing the lighting all the time. This is England for you. Oh, okay, we have apocalypsis. Let's get another one. We have the vision. Lovely. And the mentor. This is you. This is your energy. This is your main energy. You are a mentor. You're a hermit for a reason. For a lot of you guys, if you are a hermit, it's because you're a hermit for a reason. The vision's really nice. This is showing me you guys have very clear vision intuitively, and that's going to be your main aspect, especially you guys are singers as well, poets, writers. That's a massive sign for a lot of you guys, because you're meant to share your words with the world. Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. Okay, so I see 4 main people in your life. There's going to be 4 main people. I see there's going to be a fire sign, air, water. Oh, okay, so all the elements, fire, sun, water, earth. And I see you're in the middle. You are the intuitive one. You are the guide, and they are all very intuitive too, but you're kind of intuitive in a different type of way. You can kind of get the messages in a certain way that people really appreciate, and you could be known for that as well. So I feel like a lot of you guys are, I'm getting pregnancy again. I'm seeing like the hands are holding the belly. So for a lot of you guys, you could be somebody who works with children, or you're going to have a lot of kids around you. I see you're like a mother, but you're no longer mothering out of fear of like abandonment, or you're no longer mothering people to, you know, basically just, I don't know how to explain it, but basically like you're no longer nurturing out of fear. You're nurturing because you feel open enough to do that as well. So yeah, that's kind of all I'm feeling for a lot of you guys. I'm hearing don't worry about money. A lot of you guys are really, really worrying about that. Yes, I know it is annoying to attract money if you're struggling. But trust me when I say there is a need for you to let go a bit more though. There's a need for you to let go of the control a bit more. I feel like you have an idea of how to earn money and you're like, that's the only way. Maybe think about it in a different way. Is there a way you can kind of attack things in a kind of a different way to help you to feel a little bit more comfortable? So let's get you some more cards. Where are you right now? We have open and the wastelands, and then on this side we have temple the rose. There's a massive activation going on within you. Morning dew, clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook. That's lovely. I love these cards. They are so like speaking to my soul. Okay, and then let's get you an advice card again. Okay, so for a lot of you guys, you are fixed signs, or you are an air sign, quite self-critical. Yeah, you are quite self-critical in yourself. You kind of put yourself under a lot of pressure, and it's because you've had a lot of perfectionism around you. You feel a lot more comfortable when you are by yourself. And I love this because listen to this, guys. This is so like the same thing. Tune into the energetic grids around you. Where can you send your energy for healing? You are being called to work on collective healing. You guys are literal healers. But that's not your own thing. That's not the only thing you're good at, by the way. I just want to reiterate that. Then we have Raven, wise woman, a change is coming. Anytime there's change, lean into it. All right. I know it's hard sometimes to trust yourself, but trust me when I say this, that you can do it. And you are a light for a lot of people. You're going to be very well known. I'm just going to say, like, I'm seeing like 100,000 followers on Instagram or something like that. Like I see a lot for some of you guys, and it's going to happen pretty quickly. It could be when you meet someone who helps you to expand your business, who helps you to expand, just yourself, basically. Oh my God, we have expansion. Okay, so we have the this one here. This is showing me to rest. I'm not sure why there's a plain one. Maybe you could write on it. But for this is what I'm feeling. I'm hearing peace. You will have peace. I'm focusing on peace. You need to meditate more. Okay, so at the moment is healing yourself and others. Get yourself some healing. You don't have to heal everyone else, okay? You need to be looked after too. Say yes, expand for the extremes. Things will change, you don't have control over it, but make it as comfortable as possible for you, okay? You can guarantee there'll always be change, but how are you dealing with it? We also have slow down, sustainability, tend to your garden, expansion, love. You are going to attract a gorgeous relationship, and it could be quite soon as well. Okay, loving yourself is so important. There we go. Didn't I just say pause? Oh, I said peace. Okay. Temple of the Rose, ancient power, expression, activation, scarlet codes, and momentary here for this side. So this is the future. This is the current life you're living at the moment. I'm seeing for some of you guys, you might want to get a activation therapy session or some sort of energetic healing. I'm picking up on the Akashic records. I'm picking up on past life readings. So I'm picking up, you might be drawn to that. You might want to be drawn to looking at your ancestors or tuning into them. I don't offer Akashic records, but I do past life readings. So if you ever are drawn to that, then they will always be available for you, unless, you know, I say otherwise. Lovely. Okay, guys. I'm hearing, do you actually know how powerful you are? Because you are fucking incredibly, I'm hearing shitting, shitting powerful. Oh my God, I really want to like get it out there. Okay, that's why I swear, guys, because it just like emphasizes everything. Okay, look at all that fire, beautiful. And the owl, wisdom, hi. You are like a calm little flame, but then when someone comes at you and you're like, poof, explode, which is good, like protection. Okay, so in the current energy you're at right now, you are expanding through love. Anytime you can love yourself more, do it. Go into that, you know, meditation, healing, things like that. You definitely need some sort of Reiki or sound healing or something like that. That would help you so much, especially with your solar plexus. Like solar plexus sound healing, that'd be really grounding for you, or root chakra. The tiger is all about plowing through stuff and getting shit done. Intuition though, in doing it intuitively and powerfully, like literally Kundalini fucking flame thrower energy. It feels gorgeous. And then as you grow into this energy, you're going to feel a lot more calmer, but a lot more stable. In the future, you're going to be known as the mother. And for some of you guys, if you feel like older than, you know, mid-50s and older than that, the crone, which I think is a really beautiful energy. It's like the elder of the village. You are going to grow into that, and people are going to respect you at any age. And if they don't, then they are not the right person. You are leaning into growing yourself. That's literally what I'm feeling. And the firefly and the eagle are two different types of people. It is the same person, but it's two different versions of you. It's like the firefly is, you can be small and mighty, but you can also be big and mighty. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter your size. I'm hearing your weight as well. Maybe you have a bit of consciousness about your weight, like you're conscious about your weight. And I'm feeling for a lot of you guys, you may actually look a lot different when you're in 5 years. I feel like your hair's going to look different. I'm picking up on like bright red hair. So, you know, that's something as well. You might dye it. You might cut it off. You might have a bob or a fringe or something like that. And for those of you who don't know what fringe is, bangs, we would call them a fringe in the UK. So just to clarify. Alrighty, so the last cards here. Let's get you the last cards. So let's put these down here. And we'll get you some astrology. And we'll see what your focus is. Okay, so... pick up on 7th house stuff. Okay, Aries, Uranus. You're kind of learning this to be around a lot of Aries. So if you have Aries around you a lot, that's because you're meant to learn to not go into that energy. Positive Aries energy, not unbalanced Aries energy. Aries energy can actually be quite bitchy, which is something I realised because they're Mars. And when they don't channel their energy properly, it can be really, really bitchy. So that's something you are coming away from. You're also coming away from immaturity, and you are bringing in better health, more responsible choices around your body and health, and you are slowing down with your body. Like, you're allowing it to grow and change as it wants to, and you're flowing with it a lot more. Your health could definitely improve. You guys are definitely, if you're having health issues. And with Vesta, I'm seeing that your life is going to change, as in the people around you is going to change. You're going to have a lot more responsible, mature people, but a lot more fun. You're going to feel safer. I'm hearing safe fun, which sounds so dodgy. It sounds like something, you know, your mum and dad will say to you if you're going on a date. Have safe fun. Oh my God. We have series. You guys know I don't give a shit about that. Of course I do. But it's like, I just, you know, expression. Expression is the main thing. And then we have series, which is all about relationships. And I feel like for that is just you attracting some really lovely aligned relationships. Okay, so we have Saturn, same as group number 1, 5th house Aquarius. You're going to attract some lovely romantic partners, some lovely relationships and friendships. And when I say partners, I feel like it depends on obviously how many you want to have over time, or, you know, how many you go through or, you know, learn through. But what I'm seeing is your partner could be, your future partner could be an Aries or an Aquarius, or your current partner is that. You will learn more through playing, creativity, self-expression and love in the 5th house, rather than pain and confusion. You're going to learn more through fun and expression and childlike energy, because I don't think you've been really allowed to express that, which is, you know, quite sad. But after your Saturn return, it will be, I feel, a lot more easier, which I know is uncomfortable and annoying for a lot of you guys who are under, you know, 30, but you'll get there. And also, when you start being more responsible for your own part in your life, you will actually get a lot more out of your life. Okay, have a great day. My rates and crystal shop are below, and I'll speak to you very soon. Last one, I'm going to recommend your crystal. I feel like apophyllite and hematite are really good for you. So have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Let's get started with your reading. You guys chose the blue chalcedony crystal, so let's see what tarot cards you have. Okay, facing fears. Lovely. So we have overcoming fears, self-entrapment, 8 of Swords, then we have the High Priestess. Okay. A lot of you guys have kind of felt victim to your fears. You are very intuitive, you're very gentle, you are a gentle soul. A lot of you guys are rainbow and crystal children. And you've always felt like you're like the victim of a lot of abuse, physical, mental, you know, things like that. And you won't be in this forever. This is something that you're coming away from. That is why, that's why it's in reverse. That makes sense. Okay. Things make sense as I go along when I channel. So we have the High Priestess. This is about you having your natural energy shine through, having your natural hair. I don't know if you guys have curly hair, but if you do, this is a specific message for you guys. Having your hair naturally curly, naturally out, you know, especially if it's quite, you know, large, or, you know, like quite large afro hair. Like, it's all absolutely beautiful. Whatever your hair color, look, style, texture, who cares? It's all beautiful. And I literally have one of my hairs because I was just playing with my hair. Okay, so with the High Priestess, this is kind of about balancing everything out. This is getting like mutual respect from your relationships. That's definitely what you are attracting. You are attracting a lot more mutual respect. You are attracting a lot more fluidity. Like, things are going to start to make sense very soon. And I am picking up on marriage for some of you guys. If that's something you want, not everyone, of course, wants to be married, which I totally get. Then we have the 5 of Wands, frustration, opposition. And we have the Queen of Wands, generosity and tenacity. A lot of you guys kind of plow through things and kind of expect them to work out. Remember, not everyone, I'm hearing, it sounds really bad, but like, not everyone has the same opinion of you. Not everyone has the same opinion as you. So if you are wondering why there's a conflict, it's because you have to just go through it. Like, you're not meant to have control over everything. And this is for especially my Aries and Capricorns who are watching here. So we have the shadow, dependence and materialism. That is something you're coming away from. You're going to have a lot more of a humble energy towards your items. And you're going to, not to say you guys are, you know, superficial or anything like that. It's just, you're not going to attain so much stuff. You're going to appreciate more of what you have, but also you're going to know what you want. You're not going to basically just keep attracting stuff and bringing and buying stuff because you don't know what you want. And that's sometimes why we have so much stuff, because we don't know what we want and what we need. Okay, we have a defeat. I feel like I don't know. No, it's not the right card. My throat chakra is playing up. Okay, we have choices, which was in group number 1. A lot of you guys in your past lives, you've come from really like gang in orientated countries or states or places, and you've always had to kind of go with that group mentality. I won't go too much into that because it's quite specific and it feels a little bit toxic, so I won't go too much into there. But it feels like you've either been there in this lifetime or a past life, or you just kind of been victim to a lot of group mentality like abuse, and you're coming away from that. People are very jealous of you because you have a light, and in the next 5 years you're going to be really realizing what that is. A lot of it is to do with intelligence and intuition. That's what people are very jealous of you about. And you're not going to attract these people anymore once you realize that you have control over who you have in your life. And then we have establishment with the 10 of discs. I'm seeing you living in a house that's quite expensive. I am picking up on like £1 million, $1 million. So if you are wanting quite a large house, maybe you have quite a large family, or you just want to be bougie, then I do see you attracting that if that's something you want. I feel like a lot of you guys quite like a lavish lifestyle for this group, or you like a lot of things a certain way, like almost like perfectionism, but you know, grounded perfectionism, because perfection is a really good thing actually. It just, if it's turned up too high, it can be too much. Okay, so when we have the 7 of Cups, I feel like for a lot of you guys it's about not taking responsibility for other people's shit. That's what you're going to let go of. And what you are attracting is a lot more, you're able to make choices for yourself. You might be alone, like quite alone. You might not have a lot of friends for a while. You will feel like slightly alone, but it'll be the best thing that ever happens to you for about 6 months, okay? And then if this hasn't happened to you yet, that's kind of possibly what is to come within the next 6 months. And then I feel like that's going to literally change your life and put you on the put you more aligned on your path. Because I feel like you're being tweaked at the moment energetically, which is probably why you're feeling really tired. A lot of you guys are getting like migraines, headaches, things like that. Of course, drink more water and less coffee. That will help. But yeah, there's definitely this energy about realigning your body, because you guys have definitely been going through it. Okay, throat chakra, creative expression. Underneath we have communication, the throat chakra again. All right, let's see what other cards we have. Lovely. So you're going to have a lot more happiness coming towards you, where you are just feeling ultimately and creatively free. You're going to be around somebody, possibly a partner, who is very expressive. They are very creative. They could be a singer, artist, actor, maybe in the justice system. They might be a lawyer. There's somebody who you're around who has very strong throat chakra energy. It could be you as well. You just want to be authentic, you know. You're going to come to this place of, I feel safe enough to be myself. Number 5 is very important for you guys. Sorry, it's about clarification. We have 25 and we have 5 and we have 10. So there's a lot of 5s going on. A lot of you guys are all about justice. Like, you want to get justice for, you know, a lot of the things you've gone through, and that will trickle into your career that you're going to have or are having right now. And if you guys are doing a course on law or something, no, this is a very strong confirmation that you will be very successful in that if it's something you're really passionate about. But don't let it control your life. Like, especially if you are a lawyer, you know, I know you guys will work probably quite a few hours. Don't let it consume your life. Remember to have lots of breaks and things like that. Especially if you are doing a job like, you know, a doctor or a nurse, you know, you're really tired, you're working a lot for other people. Any job you have, really, just make sure you're giving yourself regular breaks. You will get guided to the path that you need to be on. If you are on a path that, you know, is kind of weighing you down, I do feel like having any guidance from anyone else is going to be very handy. Like people you trust, or journaling or intuition, trust that niggle. You know, if something feels off, then it might be off, you know. In the future, you'll be feeling more comfortable in your body. You're going to be feeling much more authentic and able to reveal yourself to the world. Whoa, lovely. These make a lot of sense. And then we have underneath the Castle, which is group number 1. This is you come back to your safe space. You are somebody who's really good at creating a home for others, and your home is going to be quite a centre pod. Hearing centre pod for your pod. So a pod is like, I think a pod is where a lot of dolphins are together. Like say you get a lot of dolphins and they come together. It's called a pod. You are possibly a water sign, or, you know, you are very connected to dolphins because, I mean, they are blue, like, you know, throat sharks. So that makes a lot of sense. It's kind of like you're going to be around a lot of people where you're all communicating and it feels really comfortable. And you're all very alike, okay? So we have the Mystic, lovely. We have the Mask, and then we have the Venom. This is toxic. This is a lot of toxic energy you've been through. This is self-inflicting conflict that you have been taught by other people that have also self-inflicted on themselves. Definitely from relationships with family, and you are releasing that. This is on its way out. The Venom is also, it's like you've got to have the cure for the venom, and the cure is love, authentic love. And also doing things for yourself and not giving a shit about what anyone else thinks. Because if you are an empath, I'm hearing, what if I'm a narcissist? And a lot of people have asked me this. It's like you first of all, if a narcissist would not question that they're a narcissist, you know, because they're a narcissist, they don't care about anyone else except themselves. That is their, you know, trauma response. So yours is, everyone else is more important than I am, and that is not true. That's what you've been taught because you've been around a lot of narcissists who are very selfish, and this is not you anymore. And it's really hard for you to open your throat chakra when you're around a lot of controlling people. So you've had to put a mask on yourself. In the future, this will be fully both sides, colourful. The Mystic is also, that's kind of your nature. You are like I mean, it sounds really bad, it sounds really weird to say, like dark mystic. I don't mean like evil or anything like that, nothing like that. It's totally the opposite. It's actually you are more comfortable being in the dark and like physically being in the dark with like a candle or like blankets around you, quite introverted, because that's where you get a lot of your strongest messages. You have a very strong heart as well. That is your main chakra that people really see about you. People can take advantage of that. I don't see that happening really anymore, but maybe in the first 2 years of the 5 years, there will still be like a lot of conflict, or you're going to be kind of changing your relationship with the conflict you have with other people. And I'm seeing the colour gold is really good for you, gold and orange. I'm hearing black and gold, that song. Okay, so throat chakra, creative expression. I'm committed to sharing and revealing my thoughts and feelings by being creative in my communication style and using expressive language. I express myself through talking, singing, sighing, laughing and crying, and through using my creative talents. I'm also picking up on like swearing, especially if you've had quite like a prominently religious or structured family and you want to swear a lot. That's something that comes naturally to you. That's going to be part of your creative expression, obviously using it authentically. I consciously use my senses to experience my world more fully. I see, hear, smell and feel more, and I become more aware of my surroundings, such as the weather, aromas, people, natures, sounds and sights. A lot of you guys will possibly move by yourself and then manifest a partner and move in with them. You could also be really, really thinking about moving, and then you do suddenly move in and manifest someone to date and then have a relationship with, and then move in with them. It's like everything is quite synchronistic in your life. You might not think it is, but honestly, it really, really is for you guys. You're very good at attracting very strong synchronicities from people and things and just anything. Okay, so this is your energy right now, and this is going to be your energy in the future and your experiences. Oh, plant yourself here, yes. And then we have the Rose of Venus. You guys are like relationship orientated people. You really love people and relationships. You might be the sort of people that say, I hate people, but you really love them. That's why you say those sort of things. Alignment, flow, right relationship and harmony. This is what's going to be attracting to you, but it's not the main thing. So if you guys kind of can get slightly obsessive about relationships, then this is teaching you to come away from those thoughts and let the universe guide you to where you're going to be. Because you cannot force a relationship to come into your life, and you cannot control it. The universe is really the only thing. You and your control of your emotions and your healing around your emotions and your relationship to your emotions and the universe is what guides you to a partner, okay? So don't try and force anything around that, because it's not going to work. It's going to make you feel even shittier, if anything. Underneath, courage. You're being tested. Have faith in standing your truth. This is in the reverse. So I feel like to work with this is to get support in any way you can from anyone in your life. Okay, let's get some more cards here. A lot of you guys, camping can be very revitalizing for you. Lovely. Okay. You need to step in more to joy. And to do this is to give yourself a break. You guys can be workaholics, okay? So you do need to give yourself a break. Lovely. A lot of people are going to know your name in the next 4 to 5 years. And it's because you have risen up from dampened energies, like people who have dampened your light. They've literally like pissed on your fireworks, that kind of vibe. Then we have pause, which is really nice. You definitely are the type of person to need a lot of pause. It might seem very unproductive, but it's not. That's just how society has, you know, made us feel. We have the Panther. Lovely. So a lot of you guys have been in a lot of anger, and it's because you've taken it on from other people. I don't think a lot of it's yours. You are feeling restricted around work, and you're kind of wanting to get to a certain goal and it's not happening. You are needing to just be open for the transitional time, and anything you do at home is always going to be very successful. So if you work from home, if you are having a break at home, having a staycation, having a therapeutic day, I feel like your home is your safe place. So use that to your advantage, you know. Okay, so in the current energy right now, we have the Panther. Be open for this transitional time. Joy, enjoyment, life force, success and vitality and play. We have joy, and this is a very playful energy, and this says play. So anything you can do to play, to have fun, to release, let go, not work, is going to make you more successful. I can tell you that. I feel for a fact, in my own opinion. And then we have in the future, plant yourself here, integration, embodiment, grounded action, and then we have surrender. Let go of limiting beliefs. Be as expansive in your thoughts as your soul is, and dragonfly. Be very conscious of your food that you eat. Realise what nourishes you and what makes you bloated. Bloating isn't, I feel, natural. In some ways, yes, it is natural when you're on your period or when you have eaten. That is completely different. But what I see is when you bloat and you're consistently bloating for your entire life, that is not healthy. There is something that is in your body that does not want to be there, and it most likely is an intolerance to something. It can be as simple as intolerance to pollution. It can be sugar, gluten, it can be a lactose intolerant, it can be allergies, you know, things like that. But if you can take away a lot of the toxins out of your body, you will feel a lot more free. You need to like take the weight off of you because you are eating a lot of processed foods, I feel. And for me, what worked for me was the paleo diet, but that's, you know, it can change for a lot of other people and your blood type especially. And also, if you are susceptible to anxiety and depression, I would not take, personally, what I have witnessed, taking meat out of your diet unless you are a vegan. But be very careful with your hormones if you are a vegan or vegetarian. If it doesn't work for you and you do feel something is off, do not restrict yourself because of that strong belief. It's not worth hurting your body over not eating meat. Because at the end of the day, the government is the one that has the factories. You are not in charge of those factories. So that is something that I feel very, very strongly about. So if anyone disagrees, that is totally fine. You know, that's my personal opinion. But that is something that I feel very strongly about. So I feel like your body's it's worth your body more to have organic, healthy food than to suffer out of, you know, being stubborn. So that's what I feel. But it's a learning curve. Everyone learns in a different way. So you do whatever feels right for you. Whatever makes you feel expansive, fucking go towards it. And yes, you might be quite resistant to trying something new, but anything new is an exploration, and you don't have to do everything perfectly. That's what you're releasing. You're releasing the permission. You're releasing the need to get permission from everyone to do things and to have choices. Like, you are allowed to have as many choices as you want. You actually do have that. And you don't actually have to answer to anyone, basically. So you also have Dragonfly, which is extreme intuition. You're most likely going to be living in a different country by the time 5 years. You will probably be in a different type of environment as well, around lots of different people, and your lifestyle will literally completely change, especially if your work changes. Your work is your lifestyle, so being very conscious of that is something to really look out for, because if your work is feeling quite toxic for you, your lifestyle will be toxic. So you want to make sure you are looking after every aspect of yourself. Okay, last set of cards. We have the solar eclipse, waning crescent moon, and we have the Virgo. Yeah, and that's why we had a lot of health questions. That's why we had a lot of health messages, because that's going to show up in your life, or has shown up, because you're very sensitive. You need to really look after your body. And Mars is going to be when you start to give yourself permission to be look after yourself. You will attract a lot of very, very strong-minded people, and a lot of people who have very strong opinions, but you will be part of that group. Like, you'll be also somebody who has very strong opinions, and you're going to be able to express them authentically, which is really nice. You're going to get a lot of stuff done as well. There's not going to be a lot of blockages around getting stuff done, and Virgos love to get stuff done. Like, I've got a lot of Virgo in my chart, and I love being organised. That just makes me feel so comfortable. So we have Libra moon in the 10th house. Libra moon is all about not worrying about everyone else, and 10th house is all about masculine energy. So it's really about being assertive in your relationships, and when you are in the next 5 years, you will be accepted more for your a lot of people around you have kind of been at conflict with you and kind of made you feel like your personality traits are kind of something to be ashamed of. This is something you're going to embrace, and you're going to use that to your advantage. You should not have to change yourself for anyone. Like, no one should have to make you feel like you have to wear a mask, or you have to change yourself, or anything like that. It might be very, very subtle, but if you can really kind of be very aware of that, and over time, you're going to decide to be around people that are very, very strong, and, you know, and feel good for you, make you feel strong, and make you feel like you can put down this mask. And I'm seeing also that a lot of people are quite judgmental on your health. I'm not sure what that's about, but it's more about like judgmental. So when I was younger, I used to have a lot of health issues, and I had a lot of judgment from people around me, basically saying like, you're always ill and things like that. And it's pretty gross, because at the end of the day, that's what happens. And there should be no fear around your body repairing itself, emotionally or physically. There's no shame in that. And let yourself grow, you know, let yourself go through things. And if you need support, go out and seek it, or ask the universe to help you, or God, or whoever you kind of look for in your life. So the 10th house also is about career. I can definitely see some lovely people coming into your life through your career when you follow your heart, and when you follow what feels good for you, and when you feel peace. That's going to be when your success is really going to rise, and you're most likely going to be in a career that involves being around a lot of people who you care for and nurture. Could be a carer, therapist, even maybe a waitress or restaurant owner. You would like interact with people on the daily a lot. You're not really around technology. I mean, Libra is about technology as well, but it's more about beauty and kind of like connections, things like that. So yeah, I just see like evolving. You're going to be an evolved type of Libra. That's kind of your energy you're going to attract. So have a great day, guys. Work on that throat chakra. Blue Chalcedony is a very good crystal for that, and howlite. So have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, group number 4. Let's get started with your reading. You guys chose the Moonstone Tower. How gorgeous is this? There's actually little blue flecks in it as well. I can't remember where they are. I think they're at the bottom. They're not coming out because I have my softbox on, but there's like a little blue fleck here. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, it's just so gorgeous. Okay, it's going to take up the whole video if we keep looking. So, okay, so let's see what's going on for you guys in your next 5 years for you. Wow, swords, hi. Okay, so Moonstone does actually remind me of kind of like a sword, because it's got that little tip on it. So it's kind of like, be careful where you assert your energy. I'm seeing like someone pointing like a dagger and kind of like stabbing people. So I feel like it's being kind of like not letting people talk to you in a bad way. That's kind of what I feel like you're kind of going through. So at the moment, you've been feeling very isolated. You have been around people who don't accept or listen to you, or make you feel kind of abandoned and alone. And I see you are, in the next 5 years, realising who is there for you and who isn't. And people can literally physically be there, but if they're not mentally there for you, if they're not supporting you in a mental way, then they're not the right person. All right? So is this in the reverse? No, I don't know. We'll leave it like that for now. Okay, so I see a lot of you guys are going to be amazing healers and are amazing healers. You are literally a healer from the moment you came out the womb. You are somebody who is meant to have a healing career, and you're also meant to be very independent. You've kind of been afraid of life a lot of the time, and you've had to be very, very resilient. In your future, you're going to be more attractive in your own body. Like, you're going to feel more attractive, and then you're going to attract more attractiveness to you. You're going to attract more magnetic people. You're going to be able to let yourself be seen more. And something that I really feel like for you guys is to let yourself investigate and experiment. If things don't work out, wasn't the right thing, that's okay. But whatever you learned from it, that's the most important thing. I'm picking up on a grandpa in spirit. So if you guys have a grandpa in spirit, they say hi and they're telling you stop worrying. I keep hearing the song, that song that's like, ain't no worry about a thing, every little thing. Is that one from, is it Bob Marley? I'm picking up on like a Jamaican vibe, so probably is Bob Marley. Okay, so we have the King of Swords, the Spirit of Wands, the Ten of Rings, and the Priestess. Gorgeous. Right, you guys have very strong, powerful women around you, or you're going to attract that in your life. In 5 years, you're going to be a powerhouse, unstoppable. You are that now, but you don't really realize it. We then have the Ten of Wands. You're going to have a lot of experience around something, and there's going to be basically a wall that's going to be built, which is going to be a boundary. It's not going to be a preventative wall that's going to stop people from coming in. It's going to be a boundary. A lot of you guys are going to learn about, it sounds kind of strange to say, but I feel like I really need to say it. So you guys are going to learn a lot about fertility. So what this includes is how to nurture a baby, how to nurture a puppy, how to nurture a kitten, how to nurture yourself, how to be the mother for yourself. It kind of is like I'm learning to be my own person, my own adult. So one thing that's really going to help you is to exercise. Move your body physically. It's going to help shake out any dust. It's going to shake out any dust. You know when you clap your hands, say if you have chalk on your hands and you clap them, that's kind of what happens. It's kind of like a physical representation of your energy. Sometimes you need to like clap. Some people I know, readers, kind of clap before they do readings, or they tap the back of the card. Sometimes I do that. It just initiates energy. It's like just a noise. Things like you're going to go through Kundalini risings. I'm picking up a lot of ethereal, esoteric, possibly intergalactic stuff. So I'm picking up on like Akashic records. You possibly could have a reading that's very inspirational. You could have an experience that brings you towards your past. So say if you have you have a session with a healer that brings you to be a healer. You have a session, you have a really beautiful connection with a midwife. You end up being a midwife. You have a beautiful connection with a therapist. You end up being a therapist. You know what I'm getting at? So that type of thing. And it could be very, very unexpected. Your job basically is to come away from your family stuff. You guys are literally, some of you guys are literally been like bullied into being a doctor. I'm just hearing that really strongly. A lot of you guys have, I'm actually picking up on a couple of countries. So if this resonates with you guys, then take it as it resonates. I'm picking up on forced into religion, forced into being a certain career. So doctor or like a banker or something. I'm picking up on like Indian, I'm picking up on Japanese and Chinese culture, so I'm picking up on those as well. You could have that in, your heritage. Your family could be of that heritage as well. But what I'm seeing is it's like they have very strong opinions of you, whatever culture now. That was just a specific message. Generally, if people have a very specific opinion of you, that's not who you are, okay? Opinions aren't facts, right? That's why I say in my own opinion, because I know that's not fact. So here we have a need to release a lot of tension around perfectionism. You guys feel so trapped a lot of the time, and it's okay. That's what your learning is. You have like a Cancer Capricorn kind of like jabbing vibe going on. It's like Capricorn and Cancer, if they're unbalanced, it's not fun. Any sign that's unbalanced is not fun to deal with, but Capricorn is like controlling, manipulative, and Cancers can also be pretty much like that as well, actually. So it's like a mothering, nurturing energy, but it's been manipulated. It's like I hate this word, but like grooming. You've had that energy around you, and yeah, okay, I'm going to move away from that energy now because it's kind of making me feel uncomfortable. But I'm going to give that love there, and not going to go towards that anymore. So basically, you're learning to go by yourself, do things by yourself. You're learning to attract things for yourself, by yourself, care for yourself, and you're attracting a beautiful, sexy male or woman. So if you're wanting a woman, they'll be like this. If you're attracting a man, they'll be like this. This is a power couple. This is, I have done the work, boom, coming together, healing. And you're both on opposite sides of the deck here, of the thread. So it could be you meet somebody in like a year, and then you are manifesting this type of version of you in 4 years. So, you know, say one card for each year or something like that. So we have the King of Swords, the Spirit of Wands, the Ten of Rings, and the Priestess. You're going to gain a lot more money in the future because you are actively working on you and healing. And the main thing is to keep shedding. I know that's annoying because a lot of people say that probably, and you know, do the work, all that crap, let it go, get out there, all those things. But it's true. Patience is a virtue, all those stuff. The more you shed your layers, the more free you'll become, because you are somebody who takes on layers. You a lot like everyone else, but more for you guys, because your emotions are very on the surface, so you'll feel it more prominently. You're very sensitive. So you guys are okay. First of all, I'm hearing stop judging your appearance. Your appearance does not make you who you are. Okay. Your parents could have also given you a lot of, you know, trauma, or not given you a lot of trauma. Could have made you experience a lot of trauma around body confidence, body love, body image, and it made you feel very unimportant, and you're learning to come away from that, no longer being a victim of that anymore. Lovely. Speaking my truth is what I'm hearing. Lovely. Yeah, this is a throat chakra group. Lovely. That is absolutely gorgeous. I embrace courage, faith and adaptability as they are needed for me to overcome my fear of change or of the future. Yummy. That is so yummy. Okay, a lot of you guys are going to have, okay, sorry for any of you guys who are under 18, but this needs to be said, you're going to experience some really good intimacy physically. Like, oh my God. That's something you've actually always wanted, but you've never actually manifested it. You're going to be able to really make some good decisions consciously, and you're going to be a little bucket of wisdom. You already are, but like, holy shit, you really do learn from experience, this group. You are a goddess. Really, really strong goddess energy from this group, which is really, really nice. And then we have energy. We have knowledge, letting go. Beautiful. Also, dream, sweet dream. Dream, sweet. Oh my God, I never can say this card. Dream, sweet, sleep deep. And then we have prosperity. So what I'm seeing is you guys can be very sensitive, especially in your dreams. So something is to put like sage near your room, in your room, or sage your room, because a lot of you guys have a little ghosties hanging around, and if you already know about this, this is for you guys who already know about this, but this is something you are really, really letting go. Oh my God, you've got strong masculine energy in you. You're learning to be a strong masculine. Like, even if you aren't a masculine, if you're a feminine, you are learning to attract things and, you know, abundance through your masculine energy. Beautiful. Oh, you're being cracked open. I love this. So this is something you're quite afraid of. This is, I don't want to ruffle any feathers. I don't want to have conflict. I'm kind of like the less empowered Libra kind of vibe. When Libras are empowered, they are fucking sexy. Let's just say that. So what I'm feeling for you guys is your energy is very important in this lifetime, especially as a physical being. People are attracted to your energy. So let people be attracted to it, okay? Surround yourself with positive vibes, positive energy. Set a mood in your house. When you come home from work, set a mood in your house. Don't be afraid to light some candles, put some incense on, listen to some tunes, do a little bit of self-love intimately, if you know what I mean. Things like that, just like allowing yourself to express, because this is going to bring in more of this masculine energy. This is about you guys putting the effort in to make yourself comfortable, okay, because you deserve to be comfortable. That is a really powerful message, you guys. You deserve to be comfortable. Oh, that's a good one. And I deserve to receive. Yes, beautiful. And I give myself permission to receive. Yummy. Okay, so first of all, friendships, you're going to attract a lot of those. You're going to attract a really yummy masculine. If you are wanting a male especially, yum. If you're wanting more masculine people in your life, very determined people, doesn't matter on the gender, just anyone who's just like determined, get stuff done, people who are empowered, who want to change the world, you're attracting that. You're also letting go of any kind of scrutiny that you're putting on yourself. And throat chakra. So I will put these on the screen here, and so you guys can pause the video and have a little read. I'll just read the first card. We have throat chakra, willpower and determination. I set clear boundaries for my own behaviour, and I cultivate a strong will by being true to myself. I use my willpower to accomplish my daily tasks and spiritual goals, and to encourage uplifting thoughts and behaviours in myself. Doing this will assist me on the next stage of my physical, emotional, mental and spiritual growth. I stay in touch with my positive thoughts and truth by avoiding substance abuse. My will is strong and my mind is clear. I just got like a really clear message. Okay, so this is specific, but just take it as resonates. I'm picking up on like weed and drugs, but I'm picking up specifically smoking. I feel like a lot of singers, if you're a singer or you're a poet or you have very strong throat chakra stuff, or you're in your family, you've been taught to shove that down, you may be susceptible to addictive like things to do with your fingers and your mouth. So eating, overeating, speaking your, like it's to do with speaking your truth. Things like working on your throat chakra, wearing crystals to do with the heart, like moonstone, rose quartz, blue lace agate, can be really good for your throat chakra. Because if you have like an addiction with your mouth, something like that, then you guys definitely, that could really help you with that. And in the future, I see like a chunk of release happening in the 3rd year. I see something happening with that, especially if you guys have dealt or still dealing with addictions. That's a really important message, you guys. And you are a starborn, like you are meant to be very well known. You're meant to kind of go against the grain as well, because the king is all about like, you know, being on the throne and all that shit. I don't like things like that, authority, because it makes me uncomfortable, because I want peace and harmony in communities. Okay. So the last few messages, we're going to have 2 more sets of cards. So this is the words, Vicky. Present moment, thank you. This is what's happening right now. Lovely. You guys are having a kind of a confusing relationship with the mother, but that's being healed here. Mother Rose, returning to each other. Lovely. Returning to each other, compassion, humanity. We have a lot of mother energy in this group. We have held, sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, community, the sacred union. We then have beloved within, inner and outer relationships. And then we have brothers of the rose. We have brother and mother. And we have sacred, masculine, honor, protection, support. This is basically what you are attracting. Like you're going to attract quite a few masculines around you, like a lot of men as well. Doesn't matter about your gender. I just see a lot of men around you who are very supportive. This is like, okay, I'm seeing you're going to have a day where your heart literally cracks open and men are just around you all the time. And also, if you are wanting to attract women, same thing, attracting lots of women. It's like I see romantic partners, but I'm also seeing the sort of energy you haven't had in your life is coming towards you. It's like, it feels like Piscean energy. It doesn't have to be that zodiac sign, but it's the energy that they have. It's like authentic, spiritual, kind of like I want to help you, but in a really authentic way kind of vibe. It's very authentic Piscean energy. Okay, underneath we have nurture, beautiful, mother energy again. Mother and baby. Allow any anxieties and worries to be gently released and offered up to be healed. I feel like some of you guys will be having babies. You will be quite nervous though, and I think it's because your part of your family ancestral patterns has been about, I'm hearing protecting perfection, like you've always have to be this perfect person all the time or pretend to be perfect, like your status is very important or have been taught to be very important. Your health is the most important thing, your health and happiness. So if someone's teaching you that people's opinions of you is more important, that's not the most important thing. So when you have a child, make it your own. This is your relationship with your own baby. It doesn't matter about anyone else. But you feel a lot of judgment there, and I feel like you're going to literally change how you relate to your relationships, and that's going to be very powerful for you because you have had a lot of karma with your connections in any type of form, the relationship with yourself and anyone around you. I'm picking up you're going to have some really lovely neighbours, and you're going to be in a little community with a lot of people who grow their own food, so that is fucking amazing. Sureness of the soil, oh my god, soil, and that's the growing stuff. Unseen help, support and community. That's it. Oh, there we go. I wasn't actually looking at that when I was saying that, but that feels amazing. And we have this little old lady, so cute, with this woman here. Oh, that's gorgeous. I love that. Oh my god. Shadow work is going to be the best thing for you guys to do because you're very sensitive. You're very, very sensitive. Anytime you can be in the moment, do it. Meditation, listen to music, be doing your artistic things. Is going to be amazing for you, and it's going to help you to manifest, which is great. That's possibly how you manifest, is actually being more in the moment. We kind of, as humans, we kind of worry about things too much because our ego kind of gets in the way. But what you are going to come into is safety. You're going to feel a lot more safe, and you're going to feel like you can handle stuff a bit better, like your root chakra is a lot more comfortable and pause. Beautiful. This is very similar. It's very similar energy, which shows me you're really growing very quickly. And I'm hearing actually expansion physically. So you could be getting taller if you're quite young, or you're literally, you're standing taller. You are allowing yourself to be taller, like to stand taller, to express yourself more, to be seen more. You don't care about being seen. You just are seen, you know. People will see you as this lovely light, and people will just you're drawing this energy. And you could be an author. If you guys want to release a book, that's confirmation. It'll be very successful. I'm hearing the song The Light Is Coming. That came in group number 1, I think. We had the owl and the crow. Anytime you're expressing your spiritual side, you're going to be very successful, because that's who you naturally are. You're very intuitive. So this is where you are right now. Anytime you feel like you're in the darkness, it's because you're being cracked open, basically. We had the egg twice. So yeah, you're being cracked open fully, and there's definitely some fast energy happening. Throat chakra, hi. She's definitely wanting to sing out loud. A lot of you guys need to do some singing. So in the future, I see you guys learning a lot from your past, and you might be triggered from new relationships because you've had a lot of karma in them. But trust me, there's not going to be anything that you can't handle, okay? I'm seeing a lot of you guys building furniture, making a home for yourself, and in the next 5 years, you will be moving out. You will be moving, and you're probably having some sort of mortgage or having your own home. I'm seeing you purchasing a big thing. It doesn't even feel big though, because you've been waiting for it for so long. It feels right, it feels comfortable. A lot of you guys are going to start driving, have your own car, have your own like responsibilities, but you can handle them. It just feels like personal, like you're personalizing your life. It feels really good. Okay, so last messages here. My throat chakra is absolutely killing me. I think I need to stop talking now. Ooh. Okay, she wants to stay out, so let's leave her out. All right, so let's see what's going on. I'm picking up you're going to be the most amazing mum. So for any of you guys who are scared about that, I don't see any fears. It is Taurus. It's very much about Taurus. Home, family, community. I'm hearing I am safe. A lot of you guys have got a lot of root chakra stuff to work on. And it's around change and just breathing into that space, you know, and it's okay. And if you find someone you feel really comfortable expressing yourself to, keep doing that. It's definitely about perfectionism as well. You have this big, strong thing about needing to be everything for everyone, and that's not true. Virgos, if they get a bit unbalanced, they can kind of be of service to everyone and burn themselves out. That is kind of your journey to like release that. But in the next 5 years, you could be with a Taurus, Aries, Sagittarius. I'm getting so many star signs in this group. Gemini, Virgo, Leo, Taurus. Okay, all of the above. I'm just hearing all of them, but mainly Taurus, Aries, Virgo and Pisces. Your psychic abilities are going to be the main thing. Oh, that dice kept going. Oh, we have Saturn again. That's literally the 3rd time we've had that. Okay, we have, oh, my throat. We have the 12th house, Capricorn and Saturn. Okay, so we have the same ruler of the zodiac sign. Oh, so we have Pisces and Capricorn. Wow, that's deep. Any changes that you go through in your life is going to help you to have you massively successful. If you've had a really uncomfortable life, use that to your ability. Like, you're going to get so successful through that, and you're going to be a healer for a lot of people. And I know it's annoying for a lot of you guys who are like, oh, but I'm always healing people. Well, have boundaries. Get stronger boundaries, because it's basically, that sounded so blunt, but you know, have strong boundaries with it. You are a carer, but you're also somebody who has to care for yourself. You know, you're not here to always care for people. And for a lot of you guys, you are coming out of strong, stubborn Capricorn energy, which is like, yes, if you had a lot of restriction when you were younger and in your family life and home, coming away from that, having more stronger boundaries around people. And after your Saturn return, boom, massive changes. And I also see like 5 years, massive maturing, lots of goodness coming in, more softness. And I feel like also you're going to possibly have a spiritual awakening if you haven't already. And you're also going to learn a lot from your karma, massive change in karma as well. And you're also going to get a lot of, okay, there's basically a massive change around your 10th house. 12th house is about like massive amount of like karma and change. And then there's karma and change around Capricorn, Saturn. It's like Saturn return is going to be a big break for you. If you get married after your Saturn return, you can just Google Saturn return calculator. And then in the 10th house, it's all about masculinity, men, fathers, experts, fame, structure, reputation, long-term stuff like that. That's what you're going to gain. You're going to gain a lot more men around you, a lot more structured men, and a lot more responsibility. And it's going to be beautiful. You're going to have a lot more money in your career. You're going to be more known, and you're going to be fucking amazing. You're going to feel really good as well, just feeling really expressive. I'm also picking up the last message I'm getting is you need clear quartz for a lot of you guys, clear quartz and shungite for protection. And also I'm seeing like a soft play area. So if some of you guys need to have more fun, play is really important for you guys to manifest all of this stuff. Have a great day. Rate some crystal shoppers below, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye guys.